Welcome to Harness Ancient Wisdom. If you are a Viking, then you should probably subscribe before we begin. The Vikings, fierce Scandinavian seafarers, are often depicted as fierce warriors. The Vikings' passport was their axe. Legends speak of both men and women who fought bravely in battle. Today we will speak about the legendary Shieldmaidens and look at the evidence or lack thereof to see if they were real or if they were just legend. The Shieldmaidens hold a special place in Viking lore. These legendary female warriors have captivated imaginations for centuries. Shieldmaidens defied traditional gender roles, taking up arms and fighting alongside men. Skilled in combat, they were known for their strength and bravery. Evidence suggests these warrior women may be more than just myth. Join us as we explore the roles and significance of these fascinating figures. Let's first look at the Norse sagas, epic tales of Viking adventures and battles, which offer some of the most vivid depictions of Shieldmaidens. These sagas, passed down orally for generations before being written down, provide glimpses into Viking culture, beliefs and social structures. One such saga, the Saga of the Volsungs, tells the story of Brynhilda, a fierce warrior woman. Brynhilda, a Valkyrie, is a supernatural female figure who chooses who lives or dies in battle. She is depicted as an exceptional warrior, skilled in combat and possessing supernatural strength. Another compelling example comes from the saga of Hervor. Hervor, defying societal norms, takes up her father's sword and becomes a fearsome warrior. She embarks on a quest, fights alongside men, and ultimately becomes a legendary figure in her own right. These sagas, while often blending mythology and history, offer valuable insights into Viking perceptions of women warriors. The recurring presence of Shieldmaidens in these tales suggests that the concept of women warriors was not entirely foreign to Viking society, but perhaps we could also say that these stories were just stories. Moving beyond the realm of sagas, we can look at archaeological discoveries. These discoveries have been controversial, but many believe they provide tangible evidence that supports the existence of female warriors in Viking society. Excavations of Viking Age graves have yielded intriguing findings that challenge the traditional belief. Perhaps the best-known example is Birka. In Birka, a Viking Age trading centre in Sweden, archaeologists unearthed a remarkable grave in the late 19th century. This grave, known as the Birka warrior, contained the skeletal remains of an individual surrounded by weapons, including a sword, axe, and armor-piercing arrows. Initially identified as male, recent DNA analysis has confirmed the individual to be female, sparking debate and challenging long-held assumptions. Similar discoveries have been made at other Viking Age burial sites. In Fyrkat, Denmark, a woman was buried with a sword and an axe. In Sollefteå, Sweden, another female burial contained a sword, spear and shield. These findings suggest that women warriors were not isolated occurrences, but rather a recurring phenomenon within Viking society. However, some believe that these graves are just symbolic of the status of the family of the deceased. So once again, the evidence is disputed. So, what did contemporaries of the Vikings say? The Vikings, known for their far-reaching voyages and raids, also left their mark on the historical records of other cultures. Contemporary accounts from individuals who encountered the Vikings provide valuable perspectives on their customs and social structures. Ahmad ibn Fadlan, a 10th century Arab traveller, documented his encounters with the Vikings during his travels to Eastern Europe. In his account, Ibn Fadlan describes witnessing a Viking funeral where a slave girl was sacrificed to accompany her deceased master to the afterlife. He notes that the girl fought fiercely against her attackers, showcasing the strength and determination of Viking women. While Ibn Fadlan's account focuses on a specific event, it highlights the fact that Viking women were not always passive individuals confined to domestic roles. They could be fierce and capable, willing to fight for their lives or beliefs. The Birka warrior, a controversial figure. The discovery of the Birka warrior grave in the 19th century sent ripples through the archaeological community and beyond.
The presence of weapons, a clear indicator of warrior status in Viking society, challenged the prevailing notion that Viking women were solely relegated to domestic duties. However, the identification of the Birka warrior as female has not been without its critics. Some scholars have argued that the weapons found in the grave may not necessarily indicate that the individual was a warrior. They suggest that the weapons could have been symbolic burial goods, representing family status or lineage rather than personal occupation. Despite the ongoing debate, the Birka warrior remains a significant find. It has sparked crucial conversations about gender roles in Viking society and highlighted the need to re-examine traditional interpretations of archaeological evidence.
Section 6. Challenging traditional narratives. Could these sagas, archaeological discoveries and historical accounts challenge the traditional narrative of Viking society as strictly patriarchal and rigidly defined by gender roles? While men undoubtedly dominated warfare and leadership positions, there is evidence of the existence of Viking women in important roles. The evidence suggests that Viking women had more agency and freedom than previously assumed. The presence of women warriors challenges the notion that Viking society confined women solely to domestic spheres. It indicates that women could, in some cases, break free from societal expectations and carve out roles for themselves as warriors and leaders. It is important to note that the evidence does not suggest that women warriors were commonplace, or that Viking society was completely egalitarian. However, it does suggest that Viking women were not simply passive individuals relegated to the sidelines. To me, it seems that in such a culture, a female who was a competent enough warrior could be a warrior. Whether that happened or did not happen is difficult to prove. Section 7. The enduring legacy of Shieldmaidens. The legend of the Shieldmaidens continues to captivate imaginations centuries after the Viking Age. These fierce warrior women have inspired countless works of literature, art and popular culture, becoming symbolic of female strength and empowerment. From operas and poems to films and television shows, Shieldmaidens have been reimagined and reinterpreted, their stories adapted to reflect contemporary values and perspectives. Their enduring popularity speaks to a fascination with strong female characters who defy expectations and challenge traditional gender roles. The legacy of Shieldmaidens extends beyond the realm of entertainment. Their stories serve as a reminder that women throughout history have challenged societal norms and fought for recognition and equality. Separating fact from fiction. While the romantic image of Shieldmaidens charging into battle alongside men might be exaggerated in some accounts, the evidence suggests that women warriors may not have been entirely a product of fiction. Sagas, archaeological findings and historical accounts provide glimpses into a more complex reality where Viking women, at least in some cases, took up arms and fought alongside men. The debate surrounding the existence and prevalence of Shieldmaidens highlights the challenges of reconstructing the past. With limited evidence available, interpretations can vary, and definitive answers can be elusive. However, the ongoing research and discoveries continue to challenge our understanding of Viking society and the roles women played within it. The study of Shieldmaidens offers a fascinating window into the lives of Viking women, reminding us that history is not always as simple or one-dimensional as it may seem. By continuing to explore the evidence and challenge traditional narratives, we can gain a richer, more nuanced understanding of the past. Let me know in the comments what you think. Were Shieldmaidens pure fiction, or was there some truth in the legends? If you've got this far, give a like and subscribe to my channel for more history and mythology. Together we can harness ancient wisdom.